Why did you take off?
Um, I I think I totally misunderstood when he handed me back my ID.
No,
we
in
were
the
done.
stipulations, it said you were causing a hazard. He came up to you and asked you what the problem was, and you told him you were out of gas. He asked you if you would need help with that, and then you'd sped off.
I just panicked. I really did just panic.
Why are you panicking?
I was just going through a lot with my children, with my husband.
Going through what?
I had just recently lost my job and I just a lot of stress.
She says she panicked, but Judge Boyd does not stop there. The question becomes bigger than one moment on the road. Why did she take off? Why was she behind the wheel without the one thing she needed to be there? And when the answers start coming, the hearing moves from explanation to responsibility. In Judge Boyd's courtroom, panic may explain a choice, but it does not erase what happened next.
Court is calling 2024 CR 012617 State versus Jessica Nicole Doberman. Could I have Doberman?
Yes, ma'am.
Doberman.
Yes,
Could I
ma'am.
have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
Agent Bettis.
Are you Miss Doberman? Counsel, have you received all discovery?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Did you review the document entitled admonishments and waivers with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with evading arrest, detention in a vehicle? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights? And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Doberman?
Yes.
Doberman, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review, counsel? I'm sorry, just one second. Counsel, has your client been able to confer with you and provide you defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her rights to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, the state is recommending deferred adjudication. They're taking in consideration 2024 AL 001123. There's to be restitution of $1,946.55 to Nina Lopez under 2024 AL 001123. What cause number is that for?
I don't understand your question.
What system is that from? Because it is not coming up on Odyssey, that AL. What is the AL for?
At large.
Ah, so it's,
It's an at-large case filed, I believe, by SAPD with our office under review in our intake section. So for that, I would send an ICR to the
okay.
department, letting them know.
All right, that's all I needed. Thank you.
Welcome.
All right, did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea? I'm sorry, is that the
Oh,
plea?
yes, ma'am.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes,
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, are there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting your deferred adjudication be for a term of 3 years, 200 hours of community service restitution, and you're not to operate a motor vehicle until you produce a valid driver's license. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
no comment.
State, any evidence?
Standing exhibit 1 and attachment. No objections.
And state, have you spoken to the complainant?
In 2024 AL 001123, yes, Judge.
All right, thank you.
We provided the restitution. Listed in the plea bargain.
All right, thank you. You may be excused. Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes,
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
yes,
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witness statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony.
yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor.
All right, why did you take off?
I think I totally misunderstood when he handed me back my ID.
No,
we
in
were
the
done.
stipulations, it said you were causing a hazard. He came up to you and asked you what the problem was, and you told him you were out of gas. He asked you if you would need help with that, and then you'd sped off.
I just panicked. I really did just panic.
Why are you panicking?
I was just going through a lot with my children, with my husband.
Going through what?
I had just recently lost my job and just a lot of stress.
All right, and this money that they're saying you owe to Nina Lopez, who is Nina Lopez to you?
I believe she resides in the same apartment complex.
Well, I mean, I don't know why you're saying you believe. How do you know her and why do you owe her $1,946.55?
Honestly, so I had my truck in reverse and I tapped her vehicle
Okay.
or hood of her vehicle.
And do you have a valid driver's license?
No, ma'am, I do not.
Did you have a valid driver's license during this
No,
incident?
ma'am.
So why are you driving and you have no license?
I
Well, I mean, we know that you know, but why are you driving without a license?
I just had went to the corner store to put gas. I know I should not have been driving.
If I may, Judge, she's
Yes.
been in jail 3, 4 months?
5 months.
5 months. She's had a lot of time to think about this. And I think she is prepared to make better decisions going forward. She did not like her stay at all.
No, and I will
and-
get my driver's license
and,
as soon as I get out of jail. I don't have anything.
Why did you
stopping
not
me.
have a license to begin with?
I just had not gone and renewed it.
All right. Do you have any children?
I do. I have a 14-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 5-year-old that I have full custody of.
All right. So who's taking care of them?
My husband, who's out.
All right. There's going to be 200 hours of community service restitution. The court is going to order parenting classes, 3 years deferred adjudication, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs. Of course, no contact with Nina Lopez. There's to be no driving until further notice. So if you want to drive a vehicle, then you need to come to the court and ask permission. And of course, if you come to the court and ask permission, I'm going to want to see your license.
Yes, ma'am.
So there's to be no driving unless approved by the court. Proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Field visits 1 time per month for 3 months. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court? Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
2024 CR 010030B, State versus Gonzalo Garcia.
This is an application.
Oh, just 1 second. All right. Oh, just 1 second. Let me see. I may. No, I do not. Thank you.
Sean.
All right, could I have parties announced for the record for the state
Andrew Harris, Salem.
defense?
David Rodriguez for Gonzalo Garcia.
And are you Mr. Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Garcia, did you review what is entitled application for deferred adjudication or community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading? I'm sorry, did you also review the true bill of indictment with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Waiving counsel, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objections.
Did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand you're charged with credit card or debit card abuse as a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call in the right to remain silent. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights? And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court would find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes,
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe he is.
Mr. Garcia, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on count 1. They're asking that your punishment be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility. They are silent on your application for deferred adjudication. They recommend community supervision. There's to be restitution in the amount of $2,216.75 to Kendall, Kendall, and Carl Palm, Palme. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense is at the plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
State is at the plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court.
Ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years and there be no contact with the complainants. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charged in count 1, how do you plead?
No contest.
State any evidence?
Stated in Exhibit 1 and attachments, Your Honor.
No objection.
All right, did you review the stipulations and waivers with your attorney? Did you understand it and cite it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state would be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court will review the same. And state, did you have a chance to speak with the complainants?
I did, Your Honor.
All right, state, you may be excused. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Do you wish to proceed with sentencing?
We do.
All right. The state is silent on his application for deferred. Why should he have deferred?
Your Honor, Mr. Garcia has 0 criminal history. This is his very first offense. This is a property crime, so it was not a crime of violence or a crime involving any sort of drugs or alcohol. That's why I'd like for this young man to get one chance to keep his record clean.
All right. What?
Your Honor, I
Yes.
apologize for interrupting. If I may, I have
Yes.
his criminal history. If you would like to see it for yourself.
Yes.
And
Do you have criminal history?
No, ma'am.
Have you
No,
ever been arrested?
no, ma'am. There is always a mix up when it comes to me and my father. So hopefully it's not just they're finding my dad's stuff.
All right. So you've never been arrested? Okay.
And Your Honor, plaintiffs indicated to me that they opposed the state offering deferred adjudication,
Mhm.
but that they were not opposed to the state remaining silent on the application and leaving to grant deferred adjudication to the discretion.
Oh, thank you. All right. If you give that back to the state. So why did you do this?
As I've said before, it was big misunderstanding between me and the person who gave it to me.
What do you
Which
mean?
was-
Okay, let's start here because I like to go in order.
So
So who gave it to you?
So previous conversation, I knew the credit. Me and Carl were talking previously.
No. Who gave you the card?
Carl through an envelope with nothing else besides here.
Okay, so continue.
So when he gave it to me, he didn't tell me anything. He said nothing. All he said was, fill this out, go about your job. So while I was in the work van, I popped it open, was filling out things. 2 questions popped up. I clicked one of the options and proceeded to fill it out the way it was already done. It already had my social, my email already pre-fabbed into it. So I'm assuming without my knowledge and telling me, hey, I'm getting you a credit card, did so. Didn't explain to me anything about it. So when I did it, it was used in the way it was used, y'all seen.
Okay, so what you're telling me doesn't make any sense. So I just want to make sure that I'm understanding you
That's-
and that we don't have a breakdown of communication. So you're saying that Carl gave you a credit card
Yes,
and he told you to take it and fill it out.
yes.
So you filled it out on a computer.
On my phone through the American Express website.
All right, so you filled it out through the American Express website. And when you logged in, your name and everything,
All my information was pre-fabbed filled out because it was to activate the card.
all right, so what transactions do you think you were supposed to have with this card?
So with little understanding and the conversation we had was to help me build credit. I don't know how that works on the business aspect because finding out the business card after the whole situation, that was that. Me, the way people explain to credit to me was you use it and you pay back either in full amount after use or monthly on the minimums. That's my only thing on how I took for credit cards. Like I'm saying, new to credit, never understood all this. So for him.
So
to
let me
try to
ask you
tell me-
this. Was your name on that credit card?
Yes, ma'am. It said my name and then right below it, that's when it says, that's the below part that said, or general, OGCC, I know it's Orion General Contracting.
All right, this doesn't make any sense to me what he's saying.
That's exactly what the police said, because they were confused on both ends.
No, I mean, I'm not confused as far as what the police report is saying. What the police report is saying is that you were using this credit card for your personal items, not for business. So it says, Carl said Gonzalo has been employed with him for approximately 2.5 years and is authorized to use the business card for business expensive purposes. So can we agree that what you used the card for was not business expenses?
Yes.
All right, so then that's off the table. We now know that the card was used for things other than business expenses. So I don't understand why he is confused and he thinks that he had permission to use it for personal items.
I think he was confused that since his name was on the card and his name came first on the card, he thought he was an authorized user for whatever purposes as long as he paid the bill on that card. This is a person who's never owned a credit card, doesn't really get how it works, but he was thinking it was also his card, not just strictly a company card. It was a card where he could make purchases as long as he paid the bill on the card.
And was he paying?
Hadn't got the chance to pay because
All right, so the
everything's
answer to that is no, you didn't
No,
pay?
no, ma'am.
The charges were brought before the first payment was due.
All right, so then the question becomes, does he want a jury trial?
No, he understands that the personal purchases that he made need to be paid back, and that's part of the deal. And that's why we're asking for adjudication to give him a chance to pay back the things that he charged to actually pay for those things.
Well, the indictment says that he confesses and admit, you have the usual on and about dates. And in Bexar County, Texas, that with intent to fraudulently obtain a benefit, he used a credit or debit card, namely American Express card, with knowledge that the card had not been issued to him. So his name is on the card. Doesn't that mean it's been issued to him?
I think you can have a company credit card with an individual's name on it, but it's still the company card.
No, I mean, here comes the and part. The and part on it is with knowledge that the card was not used with the effective consent of the card holder. So the fact that it was issued to him, he's telling me it was legally issued to him. The only question is about the use of it.
Correct.
And he is saying that he thought he was using it appropriately.
Yes, ma'am. That I'm doing. I do. At the time,
How far did you go in school?
How far did I go in school? Out of school.
And you're telling me you don't know how credit cards work?
No, my family has never had good credit, so they never had credit cards. No one in my close vicinity, no uncles, no aunts, nobody. So for this being the first time having to do with anything credit related, new concept. My mom can't tell me anything about it because she don't really understand. That's why I'm saying the basics, the layman's, what they told me is you use, pay back. That's the layman's of what my family said, but no one of them had credit cards before because none of them have scores enough to get credit cards.
All right, why didn't you talk to your employer if you didn't understand?
That probably should have been brought up from the start before the enrollment, but because I was brushed off, I just used, however, without further discussion, that right there would be my own negligence that I didn't discuss further with him. And I can't sit there and be like, oh, it's also his fault for not telling me, because both parties are in fault at that situation.
State, is there anything you wish to add as it relates to fact issues?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Are you currently employed?
Recently lost my job, but I'm working with Blue Ribbon Staffing Agency to work with HEB on their assembly line.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 3 years deferred adjudication. There's to be restitution and no contact to Carl and Kenda Palm. The amount of restitution is $2,216.75. There's 200 hours of community service restitution. That will be waived if you obtain a higher level of education. That can be a trade school. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, field visits one time per month for 3 months. Probation, is there anything else? Thank you. Proof of employment within 30 days, no employment. Oh, I did. Proof of employment, 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Is there anything else you need from the court? Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. If you don't understand something, you have to let people know you don't understand. There's no shame. There are no such things as dumb questions. I always tell my student, there's only one dumb question. You know what the one dumb question is? Not asking the question.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Court is calling 2024 CR 008168 State versus Nathan Tyler Montoya. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense.
David Andre.
Quiet,
Woodard
please,
for
we're on the
Mr.
record.
David Andre Woodard for Mr. Montoya.
And are you Mr. Montoya?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you entered a plea to the lesser included offense of no contest. The court found there was sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court deferred finding of guilt as you applied for deferred adjudication. According to your plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 7 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. The state is opposed to your applications. This will run concurrent with County Court Cause number 734433. There's to be Chapter 62 registration and no contact with the complainant. Have both parties had a chance to review the TAP evaluation and PSI report, state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
I have, Judge.
Any objections to the TAP evaluation or PSI, state?
Not this, Judge.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, state, you are opposed. Do you have any witnesses?
We do not, Your Honor. In lieu of the witness, we do have a letter from one of the witnesses, well entered in State's Exhibit A. I believe there's no objections.
No
And
objections, Judge.
We'll reserve our argument.
All right, then the court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits A if both parties will give me a chance to review it. The court reporter,
Yes.
thank you. And if you could, I think it's marked on the inside as State's Exhibit, correct?
It is.
All right, defense, do you have any witnesses?
No, Your Honor. Only argument.
All right, then, the court will hear argument. State, you are opposed?
We are opposed, Your Honor, but we'll reserve.
All right, defense?
First off, Judge, looking at the PSI on page 2, this is Mr. Montoya's first interaction with.
Just one moment. Excuse me, counsel, if you, Ron, if you all could just move to the other end. Hi, if you could just move to the other end, we're on the record. No problem. You're our counsel. All right, we're back on the record. And counsel, what page did you say?
I'm on page 2, Judge, of the PSI regarding Mr. Montoya's criminal history.
Yes.
The only criminal history that he has, Judge, is this current case and also the misdemeanor case that's going to run concurrently with this case. Aside from that, he has no prior criminal history. He's 30 years old. At the time of the incident, he was employed at Amazon. He was working. This case was resolved fairly quickly, Judge. Mr. Montoya accepted responsibility fairly quickly. He took a plea, and now we're here before the court. Since he's been in custody, I believe since May of 2024, he's had no contact with his brother, who drafted the letter, I think that was State's Exhibit number A. And he's also had no contact with the young child, who is his niece. Speaking with him, he realizes what he did was not only wrong and inappropriate, but was also a criminal offense. Also, there's a TAP evaluation that is the last page of the PSR report. And the TAP evaluation does not show that Mr. Montoya has any substance abuse issues or any alcohol related issues. We are asking the court to grant his application for deferred. I know it's a difficult case for courts to consider granting a person deferred adjudication. We're asking the court to give Mr. Montoya that opportunity, one, because he has been in custody. He's had time to reflect and to think about what he did, not only what he did, but the repercussions that happened with his niece. Looking at the PSI and also the letter that the state submitted, does look like the niece did go through some mental health trauma. She likely would still continue to experience, but she has been doing well in school. There will be no other contact with Mr. Montoya and the niece. And we're just asking the court to consider his application for deferred adjudication. If the court does not consider that application, I believe the plea bargain was for a cap of 7 years. We're asking the court to possibly consider a downward departure and placing him in TDC for a lower amount of sentence opposed to the 7 years.
All right, is there anything you wish to say?
I do accept responsibility for my action.
All right, just 1 second. Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth, that nothing but the truth, so help you God? That's it.
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Nathan Montoya,
All right, so what did you want to say?
accept responsibility for what happened, and I do take accountability for that. I do wish that they're able to have the help that they need, and that should do it. I just want to say that I am excited for everything that has happened. I am a responsible man and will do what I can to become a better man each and every single day afterwards.
All right, I appreciate your accepting responsibility. The one question I have for you is why? Why did you do this? And the reason why I asked that question, because that's a part of, I think, an introspection, right, to yourself. So why? And I think sometimes understanding why we do certain things will help us not repeat it if it should not be repeated. So why?
Why? I believe I do need more self-reflection to understand as to why it was something that should have never been have done. Going through my own depressive episodes and self-loathing, I would say I have caused myself to go down a spiral of deep creativity, I believe.
Mhm.
However, I am able to bounce back up and to truly self-actualize myself. As to why, or that it may be because I'm also myself a victim itself, and I understand that it happens because of that that kind of thing. I'm still trying to come to terms as to why, basically. I don't like saying I don't know yet,
Okay.
but it is something that I do regret. I've lost something precious to me. That's family,
All right.
if I can say.
All right. Any questions from the state?
Not necessarily.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate your testimony. All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is not going to grant your application. The court will find you guilty. This will run concurrent with County Court Cause Number 734-433. There should be Chapter 62 compliance. There should be no contact with the complainant. There's a $1,500 fine, time and money run concurrent. Court will give you credit for any time served. I am unsure if the therapeutic community, if you will qualify for it. I'm going to request it for you because I think there are some mental health issues and some trauma going on with you based upon what has happened to you and based upon what I read in the PSI report that he has brothers who are in prison for the same thing. And one of the brothers was actually a perpetrator of him. And the court will sentence you to just 7 years in the prison. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing from either side?
Not with regards to sentencing, Your Honor, we do have the bill.
All right.
Not from the defense judge.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question of what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. With regards to the therapeutic community, you will still have to request that. It doesn't increase the time that you're in custody, but it can help you, I would say, deal with your past trauma. You understand? I do appreciate that you accepted responsibility for this. Sometimes people never accept responsibility. Sometimes they blame other people for their actions. Is there anything else before the impact statement? Will there be an impact statement?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and the impact statement, is that the complainant or the family? All right.
These hearings show how Judge Boyd separates explanation from accountability. In the first case, the defendant said she panicked, but the court kept asking what choices came before that moment and what restrictions were needed after it. In the second case, a workplace card explanation turned into a trust question, and Judge Boyd pressed until the issue became clear. In the final case, the court weighed responsibility, insight, and the seriousness of the record before making the ruling final. That is the pattern. Judge Boyd listens, but she does not let a simple explanation replace the full record. Comment which ruling carried the most weight, and subscribe for more real Texas courtroom breakdowns. Every ruling has a reason. Court Beacon TV shows you both.